Shad Khan and team president Mark Lamping both say their top priority is winning on the field, but they have other goals off the field that they say will make the Jaguars, in Khan's words, a flourishing NFL franchise.
However, to make that happen, Lamping says the team must raise some ticket prices next year. More about that in just a moment. But first, we've also learned the planned improvements outside the stadium will not be completed by summer as originally expected. The team unveiled new renderings of what the amphitheater and enclosed practice field will look like. And in a brand new development, Khan says he wants to put a hotel and offices where Metro Park is now. We're breaking down all the key parts of the team's announcement today. We start with Channel 4's Jim Piggott joining us live from EverBank Field. Jim?
You know, we've heard a lot today of ticket prices and everything, but one thing that we really saw today is what's going to happen out here, and that's with the new amphitheater and the closed practice field out there. They're going to be put together. That's a good thing there. But as you had mentioned, one thing we also heard today, originally when the city learned about this, it was put on the fast track. Now that's not the case anymore. They may not be done by summer. Plus, something else we heard today too, that involves the property that's across the street over here, that shipyard property. Normally that's what Shad Khan was interested in. He did that last year. Now that's moving somewhat east over to Metropolitan Park. He now is looking at that area as to put in a luxury hotel. Still, in talking to city leaders today, they're excited about all of this. This is a video of the new drawing showing what's ahead for the stadium and the $90 million upgrades approved by the city. Half of that being paid by Shad Khan, the other half with bed tax money. The focus right now is on club seats. Major renovations are underway, and these renderings show what to expect right at the 40-yard line. The project is the major focus right now. The Jags want it done by the time football season begins. The other amenities, well, they may not happen right away as first thought. This is the plans for the amphitheater and covered practice fields known as the flex field. The amphitheater has moved somewhat, and the drawings now show how it will butt up against the stadium's south end zone. It will also be under a continuous roof that will cover the flex field. So the pictures of the amphitheater look impressive, but this is actually where it's going to go. I'm here on the south end zone, and the stage is going to be out this way, actually facing in towards the stadium. And one thing here on the stadium, what we're going to see happen, that is the terrace deck up there. They're going to extend that out, doubling the size, and there's going to actually be put seats up there that will face the amphitheater. So they're going to make this a huge area for entertainment. Plus, all of this is going to be blocked in by the practice fields, the enclosed practice fields. They're going on the other end towards Bay Street. But after the announcement today, we learned something else. It's not all going to be done by this summer, which is what city leaders were told when it was approved by council.
No, all the club stuff will be done clearly, because it has to be. The improvements on the south end zone, we don't have the exact completion date. To believe it's going to be done by August, no. It's a major construction project, but we don't have the timing on that until we finalize the design.
We also learned that Metro Park is becoming a big part of Shad Khan's vision. Last year, he made a proposal for the shipyards, but he tells us exclusively today that he has shifted down to Metropolitan Park, where he wants to see a luxury-end hotel built. Right now, the park is in limbo, pending an outcome of a study to see what should happen with the stage. But with today's announcement, Mayor Curry says the Jags are heading Jacksonville in the right direction.
Oh, this is a big day for Jacksonville. I think it's encouraging. We see here the renovations that are underway right now, that the Jaguar organizations, Shad Khan and his team, are willing to invest private dollars in this city asset that will enhance the experience for the people of Jacksonville on many fronts in the years ahead, not just for football, but for entertainment. It's also encouraging to see how the organization is addressing the future of the city.
You know, one thing we were allowed to see today is this all in 3D. In fact, the Jags handed these out, these special 3D glasses, kind of like an old Viewmaster that they had for when I was young, but they had all the renderings in here, and we really could walk around and take a look to see what this looked like. But now with construction underway, everybody's going to be able to see what's happening here soon. We're live at the stadium. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
Thanks, Jim. And now to the story that's of most interest to most fans, the changes in ticket prices for next season. Some will be higher, some will be lower. Channel 4's Francesca Amaker shows us who will be paying more and who won't. Fran, how did Lamping explain the new prices?
explain the new prices?
Well, you know, when it comes down to it, he stated that the Jaguars haven't changed their prices in years. And actually, out of all of the 32 NFL teams, Jacksonville has the cheapest out of 31 of them. Now, in the next couple of years, the Jacksonville Jaguars will be bringing a lot to this area. They will be bringing a lot of amenities, a new facility, which will add to the local revenue here. And that's the reason for this big height, this whole price increase. Let's go ahead and show you some of the renderings that Jim just showed you a couple of minutes ago. When it comes down to it, this is what the changes look like that are going to be here at EverBank Field. This is just a quick glimpse of the first look at new renderings of the planned amphitheater and indoor practice facility, which will be adjacent to the stadium. The president, Mark Lamping, stated these renovations will have a significant impact on the local revenue and fan experience, and it backs the reason for the ticket hike. Now let's just go ahead and break it down for you. Breaking down those numbers, the average ticket is $57. About 5% of tickets will have a decrease in pricing. 10% will have no change. 46% of seats will have no change if the season ticket holders make their renewal commitment by February 29th, and 24% of tickets will increase.
When you move from an old stadium to a new stadium or a stadium that has major renovations, you experience a 50% increase in your average ticket price. And keep in mind, as we just showed a moment ago, average ticket price explains 80% of the variability between one team versus another in terms of local revenue. So my point is, we've turned the corner. We're up to 26th. But we don't think for a moment that we should just start coasting now. Now is the time to become even more aggressive.
And that's exactly what the Jaguars are going to be doing. Now, new ticket prices will be released next week to season ticket holders. And again, Lampkin says it depends on how quickly those ticket holders do purchase their tickets. Again, I did mention that 3.6% is the average increase that all ticket holders will see. But again, that number depends on how quickly season ticket holders purchase their tickets starting next week. I'm live at EverBank Field. Francesca Amaker, Channel 4, the local station.
Now let's see more of the new renderings of the amphitheater and practice facility. Joy is joining us with that. Joy?
Well, Tom, first we're going to take a look at an aerial view of EverBank Field. Take a look at this. You can see here we go, the Hart and the Matthews bridges. You can actually see how much the amphitheater and the indoor practice fields would extend out to the Hart Bridge Expressway. All right, let's take a look at the second one. This one is going to be a rendering of the amphitheater. Here you can see the stage, and you can see where the crowd would sit on these different levels. Also, finally, one more to show you. This is a look at the indoor practice fields for the Jaguars. Again, just conceptual designs and subject to change. It's funny, I'm looking at this and I thought this was real grass, but we just checked with our sports director, Sam Kavars. He says this is going to be field turf. At any rate, if you'd like to view all the renderings the Jaguars released today, we have a slideshow for you on news4jax.com. Mary?
Thanks, Joy. Since 5 o'clock, we've wanted to know what you say about the state of the Jaguars. On a scale of 0 to 10, we wanted to know how happy you are with the direction of the franchise. Well, we just closed the voting, and it averaged out to a 5. Well, we want to thank all of you who took part in tonight's You Say question. And coming up in sports, we're going to hear from Sam with a look at what team leadership is saying about their on-the-field plans. And join us tonight at 8 for a special Jaguars All Access as Sam sits down with Shad Khan, Mark Lamping, and General Manager Dave Caldwell. Hear what Khan says about his plans for a high-end hotel at Metro Park. That's tonight at 8 on the local station. And on news4jax.com, you can watch this morning's entire presentation, as well as check out a slideshow of all of the renderings of the improvements at EverBank Field. It's all inside our story at the top of the homepage.